Hello everyone and welcome to UNC Charlotte. My name is Kimberly McCullough and I work as an admissions counselor here at the university. And today I'll be giving a general overview in regards to the resources that are available for you all as prospective students and family members. So if you have any questions, I do encourage you all to reach out to us via email at admissions@uncc.edu. And I will repeat that information at the end of our presentation today. But to go ahead and get started, UNC Charlotte, we are known as North Carolina's Urban Research University. And what exactly does that mean to you all? So as undergraduate students, you are able to engage in graduate level research, which really allows you to delve further into your major, as well as having access to those faculty within the classrooms to gain a better understanding of what you'll be going into once you graduate. We are also known as the state's fastest growing university. So in the past 7 years, we've built 22 new buildings on campus, including our Gage Undergraduate Admissions Center. We also just recently opened a new student rec center on campus. It's 148,000 square feet of workout space. There's an indoor and outdoor pool, cooking demonstration kitchens. So a lot of great amenities that are put in place on campus with our students in mind. But what really makes up the heart of our campus are our student body itself. So we have just about 30,000 students total on campus, 24,000 undergraduate students and about 5,500 graduate students on campus. But all of our student body represent all different walks of life. So to break those numbers down for you just a little bit, our student body represent over 105 countries as well as 47 states. About 46% of our students identify as being from an underrepresented or underserved population, meaning low income or rural. So as I mentioned, our students come from different walks of life, and our students love being able to interact with students and gaining a better perspective on different cultures and ethnicities that are represented here on our campus. So here on campus, we are very unique in that we are one of the only campuses that can say we have a train that goes on our campus. So the light rail, which is essentially an above ground subway system, comes to campus 107 times a day. So this gives our students access to be able to get into uptown. Here in Charlotte, we call our downtown uptown because it sits up on a hill in the city. This service is free for all of our students as well as any of the Charlotte area transportation systems. So we want to make sure that our students have that connectivity to the city as a whole, while still having that residential style and feel on campus here at UNC Charlotte. So to go more into what our students do outside of the academic classroom, here at UNC Charlotte, we really pride ourselves on our students having an experiential-based education, whether that's through the form of study abroad, internships, or co-op opportunities. Now these are just a few of the employers that our students have gone on to either intern with or work for upon graduation. But what we really strive for as a university is to make sure that you all are graduating with a powerful degree as well as a resume. That's what's going to tell employers what skills and qualifications that you all bring to the table. Now, Charlotte is actually the second leading banking city in the United States. So it really gives our students an opportunity to connect with Fortune 500 companies that are headquartered here in Charlotte, as well as others that are represented through different office spaces and have a presence in the city. So we spoke a lot about campus life. Next, we'll go into the academic portion here at UNC Charlotte. Now, at the university, we break down our majors and divide them into what are called academic colleges. So here at UNC Charlotte, we do have 7 academic colleges that comprise all of our majors, and we have 139 undergraduate majors total. So it sounds like a lot to choose from, but it just gives our students more options to be able to delve further into an education that they really hope to gain once they graduate. So our first academic college that we'll review today is our College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. This is our largest academic college here at the university, which houses a majority of our majors, including communication studies, criminal justice, as well as our ology programs, biology, psychology, sociology. We even have meteorology, which is the study of weather. So a lot of cool things that our students can delve into. Now, I usually recommend the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences for students who want a multidisciplinary approach to your education. Students that graduate with a degree in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences can go on to pursue careers in law and medicine. So it really just depends on what you would like to do with your education. Next, we have our College of Arts and Architecture. This is a really cool college. It houses dance, music, theater, as well as our architecture program. Great thing about the College of Arts and Architecture is that we are NAB accredited, so it really gives our students access to fabrication labs and different facility spaces to be able to really market your work. If you go inside our Robinson or Rowe academic halls, you'll be able to see all of the student work showcased throughout the buildings. So once again, this is a great way for you to have that community feel while still being able to showcase the work that you do in the classroom. Next, we have our Belk College of Business. We are very fortunate in that we do have one of the largest business programs here in the state of North Carolina. We are AACSB accredited, which is the accrediting body for the School of Business. Now, for students who are interested in business, there are many different pathways that you can go down outside of the traditional finance and accounting piece. In addition, we do have marketing as well as business analytics, which is a cool major that can track your movements throughout the internet. So if you're interested in taking a managerial approach to the IT world, that's something that you definitely want to look into. Next, we have our Cato College of Education, which is one of my favorite colleges here at the university, simply because we are preparing our future leaders of America right here on campus. And now for the Cato College of Education, UNC Charlotte is actually the largest producer of teachers in the state of North Carolina. So our teachers are going into the classroom during their first semester here at UNC Charlotte and developing lesson plans and job shadowing. That way they're prepared to actually go into the work that they'll be doing once they graduate. A cool minor within the Cato College of Education is the storybook telling minor that a lot of majors will choose to minor in outside of the Cato College of Education. Next, we have our College of Computing and Informatics. So UNC Charlotte is unique in very many ways. And one of those is that we are one of 6 colleges in the nation that have our own academic college dedicated solely to computer science. Typically, this will fall under the umbrella of engineering. So our students within this college have access to facility labs as well as faculty resources to have a close-knit setting with your education. Typically, the class sizes are very small, so we want to make sure that you have that intimate feel within the classroom. There are different pathways that you can take within the College of Computing and Informatics, including AI, artificial intelligence, robotics, as well as gaming. So we definitely want to make sure that our students have different ways that they can kind of utilize their education and make it their own. Next, we have our College of Health and Human Services, which is home to one of our most popular majors, which is nursing. In addition to nursing, we also have exercise science, social work, as well as public health and health systems management, if you want more of a business approach to the health industry. A cool thing about our College of Health and Human Services is that we do have simulation labs where our students are able to work with human mannequins that can perform bodily functions that we do every day in everyday life. So it really is a great time for our students to have that hands-on approach to their education. Within the College of Health and Human Services, we do have a 96% NCLEX pass rate for our nurses. So they are always prepared to go out into their clinical settings and perform well. And next, we have our Lee College of Engineering, which is one of the largest colleges of engineering in the Southeast. So we are very fortunate to have such a large college of engineering, but also close-knit setting within the classroom for our students. So within the College of Engineering, there are 2 different pathways that you can take. That's engineering sciences and engineering technology. Now, for those who are more so interested in the research and theory behind engineering, you definitely want to take the sciences route when it comes to that. But for those who are more so interested in an application-based program, technology would be the route for you. A cool thing about the College of Engineering is, once again, with all of our majors, there are different pathways that you can take. One cool story that I have about the College of Engineering is that a student who concentrated in the motorsports division actually went on and signed on with the new Tesla model. So there are a lot of great opportunities for our students to really delve further into their careers once they graduate, but also while they're here in the academic setting on campus. And lastly, we have what's called University College. Now, for those students who don't quite know what it is that they want to do, which is perfectly okay, or for those who are in between 2 majors, or those who were not admitted into their competitive major but were admitted into the university, you do have an opportunity to start off in what's called University College. Essentially, our students will be paired with an advisor to get them on track to taking the courses that they need to decide a major, as well as career aptitude tests to decide on a career that you would like to go into. So I say there's always an option here for our students to decide on a pathway, but we'll make sure that you have access to the resources that you need to get you on your way. So next we have our Honors College program. Now I will always recommend our Honors College to every student, and you definitely want to make sure that you apply. The Honors College, in a sense, is not necessarily harder for students, but it's just simply a way for you to enhance your critical thinking and analytical skills. Now students within the Honors College have a lot of great amenities that are afforded to them, including small class sizes as well as social and networking opportunities. You also get priority registration for classes, which is very essential when you all get into college. So you definitely want to make sure that if you're applying early into UNC Charlotte, that you apply by the early action deadline, which is December 1st. We also have a regular decision deadline of March 1st for those students applying for the regular deadline, which I will talk about in just a little bit. So we talked all about UNC Charlotte. Next, I want to go more so into the process of being admitted or actually applying into UNC Charlotte during your senior year. Now, in terms of a completed application, we want to make sure that you have 4 components when you're going into your senior year to apply to UNC Charlotte. Those 4 components are going to consist of a completed online application, whether it's through Common App or our Future 49er portal, the application fee and or fee waiver, so you would ask your guidance counselor if you do qualify for one, the official transcripts, as well as a test score. We do not have a preference here at UNC Charlotte for the SAT or ACT. I usually recommend that my students take a test, each test once, and then whichever one that you prefer, take it again, just to gain a better understanding of how well you'll do on either the SAT or ACT. Essays and letters of recommendation are not required. I still recommend that my students submit that anyways, because once again, we do read them in the office, and it's a great way to enhance your application if you feel that you need to talk to us a little bit more about a certain grade that you got or a year that you had that wasn't your best. So in terms of deadlines, I definitely want to make sure that my students are aware of our early action and regular decision deadline. Now with UNC Charlotte, we do have an early action deadline of November 1st. So this is an opportunity for you all to apply early and also receive an admissions decision early as well. So if you apply by November 1st with your application fee, your transcripts, and or your SAT or ACT test score, you are guaranteed to receive a decision by January 30th. Now, if you submit any and all of those materials after November 1st, you will then qualify for our regular decision deadline of February 1, in which you'll receive a decision by April 1st. I recommend applying early. That way you all can understand where you might stand with the university, and that's for any college or university. In terms of an admitted freshman profile, we do not have averages or requirements for our students here at UNC Charlotte. But here you will see an admitted freshman profile. It's our middle 50% ranges for those who applied last year. I recommend viewing this document just to see what a competitive admissions profile would look like. So a 3.8 to 4.5 weighted GPA, an 1130 to 1280 on the SAT, and a 22 to 27 on the ACT. You by no means have to have these in order to be admitted as a student here, but once again, this will give you a good indication of what a competitive application will look like for UNC Charlotte admissions. Now, note that we do super score the SAT, so for those of you who aren't aware, if you take the SAT twice and you do better on the evidence-based reading and writing on one test and then better on the math on another test, we'll take those 2 higher numbers and create a new score for you. For the ACT, we do not super score, we only take the highest composite, so just make sure that you're aware of that. But send us all of your test scores that you have, and we'll be able to add that to your application. So in terms of tuition and fees, so for my in-state students, tuition per year will be just around $7,000, and for my out-of-state students, it's just over $20,000. Now here at UNC Charlotte, we do not have one-bit sticker price because we don't require our first years to stay on campus. So what you would simply do is add up your living on campus costs as well as your meal plan. Just to give you a ballpark figure, for those who are in-state, typically you would look at about $18,000 per year. For those who are out-of-state, about $33,000 per year. But there are many ways to offset the cost of tuition and fees, which I'll talk about right now. Now, in terms of financial aid and scholarships, we do accept the FAFSA here at UNC Charlotte, and that is the free application for federal student aid. The government will pretty much assess based off household income and a few other factors what they'll give you in the form of grants, loans, and work study. So grants and work study is free money. You don't have to pay that back, but loans will eventually have to be repaid. Now, we do have a FAFSA priority deadline of January 1st. I recommend submitting the FAFSA as soon as it opens on October 1. We definitely want to make sure that you all are getting your documents in early. That way we can create an award package for you once you receive your admissions decision. We also have a general deadline of March 1st, but please be aware that many colleges and universities can run out of aid. So we definitely want to stress the importance of getting this document and all of your documents in by the deadlines that we give you. Now, in terms of aid outside of financial aid, there are also scholarship opportunities available for students at the university. Here we have what's called the Niner Scholars Portal. So it's a great way for you all to go in and see what eligible scholarships you have here at the university level. So once you create your application or create your portal with the Niner Scholars Portal, you'll be matched with any university-based scholarships that are that you are eligible for. So we definitely want to make sure that you're applying for those. Most of those deadlines will be in February. But once again, submitting those applications early are going to get you usually a better chance of hearing back sooner. In addition, I always recommend that my students apply for any outside scholarship opportunities. State Employees Credit Union has a scholarship, Burger King has a scholarship. So any and all scholarship opportunities that you come across, you definitely want to make sure that you apply for. You can never get too much money in scholarship dollars, okay? So I want to thank you all for joining me today for our UNC Charlotte undergraduate admissions presentation. If you all have any questions about any of the information that I went over today, please feel free to email us at admissions@uncc.edu. Thanks and have a great day.